speak out, prophesy the downfall of America and the society. I want to start out giving all praise and glory and honor to YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, Rakakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And a few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. This the brother Madazawa Youngin, aka Mataz, and I'm coming back with another quick video. And basically, hey man, November 1st is going to get crazy because you already seeing these people getting on edge, how they want to cut this EBT off and stuff. And a lot of videos been coming out, you know, that what people gonna be doing. Are we gonna do this? We gonna do that? You know, we gonna just take the food out the stores if y'all ain't gonna give us our benefits. And then you know, a lot of people is touching on videos about it, and even you have video, people who actually do need them, who can't even get them. Then you had people who didn't need them, they was just selling them, making extra money, and they was talking about all of this, so you got a lot of people on edge and about to really go crazy, man. And this is still kind of a green tree because the drying, it ain't fully dry yet. So it ain't like nothing out here, and it's like a complete damn near famine. That's when that dry is coming, because that famine is coming. And like I did in my last video, I was talking about these things and destruction and stuff. I forgot what I named it. It's one of my last videos I did. And I was talking about how the Lord keep touching on famine. Like he focusing on famine. And most of the scriptures, it focused on famine is coming. That food is about to run out. And a lot of people are going to go through it because they don't have faith in anything. They don't have faith in YAHAWASHI. So these people are going to lose their minds because they don't really have faith in anything. They just trust in this system, like it says in Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and that stand on horses because they are many, and trust in chariots because they are very strong. But they look not into the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. They not seeking YAHAWASHI. That's why it says woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, man. Because these people trust in this system. They trust in everything under the sun instead of trusting into YAHAWASHI, which a lot of these people won't do anyway. They're not going to trust into the Heavenly Father. They're not going to trust into what's right. They're going to trust into wickedness, because these people are full of folly, man. They love the folly, they love the wickedness, they love being evildoers. They love this lifestyle, right? So YAHAWASHI is gonna show them, man. So hey man, you people have trusted into this place, and in the shadow of Egypt is now your confusion, man. It's your confusion. Y'all blinded yourself to this place, man. Like it says in Isaiah 30:1, man. So y'all blinded yourself to this place, and now you people are stuck in this matrix because you didn't trust in YAHAWASHI. Shalom, Makiyabashim, Shabash, Kakadash, Rakadash. Shalom, you're done. But yeah, man, y'all trusting into this place, and then put the trusting YAHAWASHI. You trusting in this place because they got all this military weapon and got all of these things that can wipe out other countries and stuff. Because y'all think because America's so strong, but look, America is dividing themselves against each other. So these people are literally dividing themselves against each other, while you people can't see that this place is divided. You can't see that. You people are going to get smoked. This is the time. This is why it's time for us to get in the spirit. us, because pretty soon we're not going to be out here. That famine of the word is coming, you know. Amos, was that Amos 9 or Amos 8? I think the 10th verse on down. Yeah, man, that famine of the word is coming, man. The day of the Lord is going to be darkness and not light. Amos 5 and 18. Woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. Ain't gonna be no light coming to this place, man. Ain't gonna be no light, man. It ain't gonna be no light. It's gonna be straight darkness and hell to pay to you people who didn't want to listen, man. You know, y'all didn't want to get right with YAHAWASHI. Y'all didn't want to, you know, suffer these things, you know. And a lot of y'all are gonna take the MOTB. Y'all will be putting that chip in y'all because y'all don't want to accept that, hey, America is done. It's over with, man. You know, especially the so-called black females, because y'all the only ones who really crying over these food stamps, man. Y'all the ones crying over that. You don't hear no other jakes really crying about it. The majority is so-called black females crying over these food stamps and whining. That's why the scripture says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughter. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye tremble, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. That's Isaiah 32, starting at 9 on down to the 11th verse, man. You know. It says strap you and gird you, you know. So a lot of you females that have been at ease, they got these benefits, that enjoyed your life, that did all this wickedness, committing all this adultery, you know, this collecting money from the government. Oh, I'm a strong, independent black woman. All of that, and you females are done. Y'all smoke, man. You know, y'all smoke. Because, you know, you didn't want to listen. You didn't want to hear the man of the Lord. You know, you did what you wanted to do. You said what you wanted to say, you know. And it is what it is, man. And you got to pay. Everybody got to pay eventually for their wickedness. You know, you're not going to escape what you did. You know, like it says in Ecclesiastes 12, the last verse. For the Lord shall bring every work into light, rather it be good or rather it be evil. So everybody works is gonna come to the light, man. It don't matter if it was good or evil. You're gonna have to pay for your wickedness. You're gonna have to pay for your doings. You know, the stuff that you did. You know, nobody's works is going to be hidden. So that's why it's very important, you know, to get right with YAHAWASHI while you still have the opportunity, man. You know, but a lot of you are not going to get right anyway. It's only for the elect to get right. But that's the only ones who are going to get right is the chosen. You know, everybody else ain't getting right. They're going to be smoked, you know. And they got a lot of judgment to come for all of the things they have done, man. You know, all of the wickedness, all of the headaches, heartaches that you put people through, especially you females. You know, y'all got a lot to pay for, man. And it is what it is. That y'all gonna pay for these things and suffer them because y'all didn't want to listen. When the man of the Lord kept telling y'all, hey, get in order, get it right, get yourself in order. You know, especially you simp dudes, man. Y'all not men. Y'all not, like I say, y'all females are just females. Y'all not women. The woman means wife or servant. Y'all, when the last time y'all been a wife or a servant to a man? Y'all don't even want to be helpmeets. Y'all think a man supposed to provide everything to you. You sound crazy. I had to reconnect. I don't know, maybe because I'm in these little back roads trying to get this truck in order. They did some work on it, trying to get the engine light off. Yeah, man, y'all Y'all, hey man, y'all got a lot to pay. You simp dudes, man. Cause y'all gonna be trying to be a captain save a hoe. Hey man, that stuff, all of that is played out, man. Ain't gonna be no. What you want to put a cape on, nigga? You gonna get destroyed. Right along with you in that cape. You know, because ain't nobody about to be saving these females out here. Ain't nobody gonna be thinking about no bots in that day, man. I tell you the truth, I'm getting, the more I get older and grow, because you know, I got my women and whatever I deal with, but I don't even really want to deal with them, really. The ones I even got. And I don't even want to deal with nothing new too much anymore. Like, I'm just in that, I guess it comes with getting older, and then the wisdom of YAHAWASHI too, you know. Um, they just irritating at this point. I don't even want to be around them, man. Because there's no benefit for these goddamn females. They just headaches, and they just drain you for time. And I need my time to myself, you know. I can't deal with that shit, bro. But I just been getting in that spirit. I guess the more I get older now that I'm in my 30s. I'm 33 years old now. I ain't been caring about that shit no more, man. You know, I got my women I do deal with, but shit, I don't really be having time to even really want to deal with them. So you know, you gonna get in that spirit where ain't nobody gonna be thinking about no bots in that day, man. You know, that's why the Lord is cutting our spirits off. A lot of brothers have been talking about that. Their spirit is just getting cut off to even want to deal with these females, man. You know? So this is why we must just ground ourselves more and more and stay diligent in YAHAWASHI. That's all we really got. We ain't got nothing else. You know. All we got is the Heavenly Father. That's all we got, man. And that's all we should be trusting in anyway, man, and caring about. Everything else here is temporary. It's temporary, man. A lot of this stuff is gonna fade away any damn way, you know. It's gonna fade away. So, you know, why hold on to something that's not gonna be useful pretty soon, you know? All this stuff is about to go down the drain. Everything. So none of it is useful and beneficial to us anyway. None of these females are useful and beneficial to us anyway. You know, they just, you know, drainers. So it's like, man, what do we have? This YAHAWASHI. That's what's going to protect us in that day. Isaiah 32, 33 and 6. It says, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. That's what's going to be our defense, our everything. It's having the knowledge and wisdom of YAHAWASHI anyway, man. Everything else is just temporal, man. It don't mean anything, man. So this is the main thing you should be grounding yourself in, is getting right with YAHAWASHI and getting your mind ready for these things to come, to be prepared in the hour of temptation. For the hour of temptation is coming. Revelations 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So everything under the sun is about to happen to this place. And you want to be right with YAHAWASHI while you still have the opportunity. You want to be right in his eyesight. You don't want to be not right in his eyesight. You want to make sure you're on point. You want to make sure you're doing the right thing. You want to make sure get yourself in order. That's what you got to do, man. You got to get yourself in order. You know. And hopefully, man, YAHAWASHI will show some mercy on you. Because to tell you the truth, the Lord don't have to do nothing for you. He don't have to show you no mercy. He don't have to do anything, man. YAHAWASHI don't owe us nothing. We owe the Lord this, man, because we went off. We the one who went off. So this is why, hey man, this November 1st, Man, be careful. Like I was saying in the last video, hey, be careful going grocery shopping and stuff. Because there's going to be a lot of people trying to wait for you to get all your groceries. They're going to rob you. Do not send your woman to the grocery store alone. If you got a woman, do not send your woman alone to the grocery store, man. Go with her, man. Just get up and go with her, man. You know. You don't want your children in her. She just her and the children. You know, or just go to the grocery store on your own. Tell her to make a list and you grab that shit. Because you know you're going to be in and out anyway. And you want to go, you don't want to go super early in the morning, but you want to go kind of early. But there be people watching early in the morning. You want to go like in the midday when it's like a decent amount of people. You want to go where there's people. Not too many people, but like a decent amount. So like in the mid, like the afternoon, you know. And then when you do go, and you go on them times of the days or whatever, you know what? I'm gonna just turn it around up there on the ramp. But yeah, you know, you want, you know, you do go, and you want to go on, you go on certain times and stuff. Just be careful, man. But don't go super late at night either. Because, hey, look, it's about to be crazy out here, man. These people are it's getting desperate. I was just watching the video of the Elder Malcolm. I'll put it in our orders room. You know, and these people about to get crazy, man. Everybody about to get buck wild out here, man. This is why we must stay grounded and stay focused. And don't let nothing throw you off, because there's going to be a lot of things that's going to try to throw you off. And, you know, it's a lot of wickedness out here, man. It's going to try, you know, things going to try to pull you back into the world. You know, you're going to have random family that's saying this and that. Your mother might start coming against you more, like wondering, like, why you don't want to be around family as much, you know. I know it's happened with my mother. She not in the best health. You know, but I've been hella busy. You know, you don't always get time to really stop on your parents. But Lord willing, you know, I try to stop on my mother. That's the only one I deal with is in my family. Is my mother. That's it. You know. So that's it. I don't really deal with nobody else. You know, I'm still honor my mother. You know, she needs some help. Look out for her if I can, and you know, that's about it. That's all I can do. But far as her telling me I should get closer to this family and all that, well, hell no. Fuck that. The real family is the ones that's doing the will of the Father, like the scripture says. Like he said in Matthew, like YAHAWASHI said, he said, "Who was my mother? Who was my brother?" And he pointed his hand towards his disciples. He said, "Behold, my mother, my brother, and my sister. Those that do the will of my Father which is in heaven is the same as my mother, my brother, and my sister." So, hey, man, that's the whole point, man. We got to do the will of YAHAWASHI, the true family, the only the family, the true OTF, is us, man. Nobody else. We only the family, for real. This is it. You know, so you gotta keep that alarm too, man. You're gonna have, like I said, you're gonna have a lot of your so-called family, your relatives, you know, trying to pull you back into this world, man. Because they see this destruction coming. Now they getting worried and all of that. But they should have been listening to us in the first place when we was telling them these things was gonna start happening anyway. So we've been telling, and when you first woke up to the truth, you told your family you was an Israelite. Don't act like you didn't. You know, like everybody did it. Everybody went into that phase, man. You know, we told our family and we told our friends and all of this when you woke up to the truth. So hey, man, we all been there, done that, man. You know, now we more incognito. We don't really talk about it as much. You know, I ain't gonna have this video. I'm gonna be closing in a minute, cause 20 minutes. But yeah, man, we all did that, man, right? But you gotta understand who is the real family, because when this shit crack, man, guess what? Your own family gonna sell your ass out, man. Don't be alarmed, man. Your own so-called family is gonna sell your ass out. They gonna say, "Oh yeah, we looking for your son." Or, they come to your mother. We looking for your son. He was a part of some coke. They gonna be calling it a coke. She already said that she thought it was a coke back then. That's if she get to see the truth. If the Lord allow her to see it, they gonna be asking where we at. And some of your family is gonna sell you out, man. They gonna sell you out. That's what's gonna happen, man. And then when they do that, man, you gonna have a lot of. It's gonna be a world of trouble coming for you, man. So you gotta be careful. You just gotta be careful in these days, these end days that we're in, man. Because a lot of stuff is going to happen, man. A lot of stuff is going to happen. And this is why you have to be alarmed, man. Your family is not going to be on your side. Your real family is the brothers in the truth. Your woman might sell you out because she's not in the truth fully. And what woman really in the truth? What woman really have faith like you? They don't have faith like a man. They don't trust in things like us. They go off their feelings and emotions. So why, don't be alarmed if she sell you out. Don't be alarmed, man. If she sell you out. You gotta be strong and ready for these type of things that's about to come. You're gonna be tested. It's Sirach 2:10. It says Ecclesiasticus 2:10. 2:1. 1:10 is talking about whoever been forsaken, not one. Not nobody been forsaken. Whoever trusted in Yahawah Shem Shai was forsaken. Nobody, right? Well, Sirach 2:1, it said, when thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you're gonna go through some shit, man. You gonna prepare. You gotta prepare your soul for temptation. And constantly endure. You gotta constantly endure, man. This is a constant thing you have to do, man. This ain't no it's no one-time thing, man. This is a constant thing we have to do. You have to constantly endure all the way to the end, man. And endure in Yahawah Shem Shai, and trust in Yahawah Shem Shai, and hope that he shows some type of mercy on us, man, when this stuff crack. Because it's not gonna be nice, man. What's coming is about to be real crazy out here. And a lot of y'all is not ready for this. Y'all not mentally ready. You gotta be mentally ready, because ain't no such thing as being physically ready. Ain't no such thing as being physically ready for the day of Yahawah Shem Shai. It's not happening. There's no such thing as being physically ready. When the day of Yahawah Shem Shai comes, it's gonna be crazy out here. So if you think, oh, I'm physically ready, you sound crazy. You're gonna die. You're going to be destroyed. Simple as that. Because that's not gonna help you in the day. It says, flesh and the flesh and arms. If I'm quoting that right, people gonna put, think they flesh is their power and shit. No, man, that's not gonna help you, man. What's gonna help you is trusting in Yahawah Shem Shai. That's what's gonna help you. Having faith, believing, keeping your mind focused on what's right and what's true. Simple as that, man. Because it's not gonna be nice out here, man. Hey, shalom to everybody tuning in. Shalom. Man. But yeah, it ain't gonna be nice out here, man. This ain't gonna be a nice fun and games, bro. It's gonna get crazy out here, and you have to be prepared for these things, man. You gotta get your mind right for these things that's gonna happen, man. If you ain't preparing yourself in the mind, what are you doing? Because that's the only way we're gonna win this. Is through the fear of YAHAWASHI and trusting in him, making him our refuge, because he's gonna be the only refuge. He's gonna be the only protection. That's all we got. We don't have nothing else. Psalm 62. He's gonna be our protection. He's gonna be our everything, man. And that's all we got. And you gotta remember that, man. Because when this whole world turn against us, you gotta be ready. This whole world is about to turn against us, man. They're gonna try to turn us in and everything. The whole world. And you gotta be ready in the mind for these things. Because it's gonna come a time where this world, these people in this world, man, they gonna show they hate. They gonna show they horns. They gonna show you they the devil as well, man. So-called Negroids. I'm talking about Negroids. Sorry about that. It's like when I get to this point, this when the phone starts tweaking. But yeah, man. You gotta be prepared mentally and ready. You gotta be ready for these things, man. This ain't something that is gonna be quick, nice, and easy. It's not. It don't work like that, man. If you think it works like that, you crazy. Jacob's trouble is gonna get very brutal out here, man. A lot of brutalities is happening. A lot of fatalities is happening. It's about to be a true Mortal Kombat out here. It's literally about to turn into Mortal Kombat out here, man. And then they keep making Mortal Kombats. They even bringing the old Mortal Kombats back and put it all into a little pack, all the Mortal Kombats, So this is just showing you that they really trying to get people's minds focused on a fight, a war that's not even a war for our people. But a lot of people are going to fight it. They're going to fight into this war. And they're going to get destroyed, man. A lot of our so-called people, man, that Israel that's not of Israel, man, they're going to get their ass smoked because, hey, man, YAHAWASHI is not playing with these people, man. What he say in Ezekiel 14 and 21? How much more when I send my four-sword judgment upon Jerusalem, the sword, the famine, and pestilence, and the noise of beasts to cut off from it, man and beast. So exactly, man. YAHAWASHI is about to send that wrath upon you niggas because y'all don't listen. Y'all hard-headed, man. And YAHAWASHI is tired of y'all hard-headedness. All of these prophecies is right before these people's eyes, and there's a lot of them that still don't believe. Hey, the hell with them anyway, because 2/3, somebody got to make up the 2/3. Somebody got to play the roles of the 2/3. Somebody got to play that role, so we get it. It is what it is. Play your role. Fulfill your destiny. Fulfill what you got to do. That's just what it is. We ain't mad at you. You just doing what you're supposed to do. That's just simple, really, what it is. But as far as us, we got to continue doing what we doing. We got to stay on top of what we got to stay up on top of. We got to stay diligent in what we staying diligent in. Simple as that. This is hey, man. Look, it's crazy times, bro. These crazy times are approaching us, man. Our salvation is nearer than we believe. Romans 13 and 11. This is high time to wake up out of sleep, man. We literally living in high times. It's time to get right. Get your mind right. Get your mind right because, like I said, man, a lot of things is going to happen. And look, the only thing we got, like I've been saying the whole time, All we got is YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. We ain't got nothing else. Nothing else. You know. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Brother Ash Rakah Yasharala put up Matthew 20, 24, and 21. For such shall be great tribulations, such as was not seen the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. Exactly, man. It's gonna be a time never seen before, man. You know, it's gonna be crazy out here, man. This is a time that's gonna be never seen, man. You know, a lot of things is going down. A lot of things is about to go down, you know, and you want to get yourself ready for these things, man. And have faith in YAHAWASHI that the Lord even gonna protect you, man. He don't have to protect you. We don't, you know, like I said, the Lord don't owe us nothing. We owe him. To people gotta realize that we owe the Lord. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou should be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy most high power God, I will also forget thy children. Hey, yes, man. YAHAWASHI is about to send total wrath, destruction, and stuff. Because y'all didn't listen to the men of the Lord. You know, y'all didn't want to take heed to what we was telling you from the beginning, man. We've been telling you these things. We've been letting y'all know for a long time that times is about to get crazy. Get yourself right. Get in that spirit of listening to the men of the Lord. Try to get right with YAHAWASHI as much as you can. You know, just get yourself in order. You know, we've been saying these things, letting people know, man, get yourself in order, get yourself in order, get yourself in order, get yourself in order, man. Get yourself in order. How many times we got to keep saying get yourself in order, man, before you get yourself in order? You know, stop going off, man. You know, get yourself in order. You know, we don't, like, this is not the time to be joking and thinking everything is a game, man. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Second Esdras 16 and 38. As hold on, you put something before. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and I mean now they coming, and are not slack. Exactly, because them, hey man, you know, them plagues about to come, the missiles. America will be destroyed by thermonuclear missile fire, man. It will be destroyed, man. You know, it's gonna be heavily destruction coming, man. It says, as when a woman with child in 9 months bringing forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compassing her womb, which pains when the child cometh. Exactly, because you know, when a woman, that's how it's gonna be. When this shit crack, man, it's gonna be like a woman bringing forth a child, man. And you know that shit hurts them. You know, they go through a lot of pain bringing forth a child, man. You know, it ain't no joke. They go through it. They be going through it. You know, and that's how it's gonna be. Fourth, they slack not a moment. Exactly. And when the missiles come, ain't no missile gonna be slack, bro. It's just gonna come, and you ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it, man. You know. And it said, even so should not the plague be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Exactly, man. So there's gonna be nothing but destruction after destruction after destruction, man. You know, and it has to happen. You know, it has to happen, man. Through the power of YAHAWASHI. You know, because these people, they don't want to listen to, like we've been saying, they don't want to listen to us when we told them, get yourself in order, get right, listen. You know, nah, man, they don't want to hear that, man. That we've been telling them, hey, America will be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. We've been telling them that. And we've been telling them all these things that they refuse to listen, you know, to. They refuse to listen to us. They refuse to hear us out. They refuse to get right. You know, hey, the hell with these people when this shit come, man. We don't care what happened to 2/3, man. We don't care. You 2/3 gotta go any goddamn way. You know, 2/3 gotta go, man. You know, it is what it is, man. That Proverbs 18:10, the name of the Lord Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Exactly, and that's true. Hey, that's 100% on point, because that's what we gonna be trusting in. YAHAWASHI, the names, calling on the true names in that day. That's what we gonna be doing, and we ain't gonna trust in nothing else. We trusting only in Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and that's it, man. Simple as that. You know, simple as that, man. We trusting in the Heavenly Father, man. But you know what? I ain't gonna go. Your brother was throwing up a whole lot of fire scriptures, man. A lot of fire. Gotta say it like in Chicago style. That shit fire scriptures. You know, he was throwing it up, man. And you know, but I ain't gonna be able to read all that. Plus, I have to continue focusing on this. Hopefully, this shit cut off. Take this dumbass emissions test, but get this, you know, back parked on the street. But whatever, we'll see, man. We'll see. But you know, hey, man. Hopefully, this is edifying, man, and you know, an eye opener to the ones that is really sincerely listening and learning and growing and, you know, standing 10 toes down in this battle of YAHAWASHI, you know. Hey, man, continue doing that. Stay on fire, you know, and we almost out of this place. You know, we almost out of hell, man. You just got to keep trusting, and that's it. You know, we ain't got too much long here, man. We about to get the hell up out of here. Our kingdom about to come, man. Straight up. And, hey, man, it's going to be a blessing to be a part of that in the first go-round pick, if we are a part of that. But what we got to do, we got to make our calling and election sure. So make your calling and election sure. Continue dealing. Continue staying rooted and doing what you got to do, man. You know, and don't let nothing throw you off your square when it comes to serving YAHAWASHI. Simple as that. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, GMS, and brothers that sincerely doing His work. And if you sisters are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands, they continue doing the work, continue staying grounded, and continue watching videos like these, man. That's gonna grow your faith. You know, because we gonna need them faith boosters, man. And videos like this, listening to these, is really gonna boost our faith in them days, man. Because all we gonna be thinking about is what certain brothers said, man. That's gonna sustain us when this shit hit, man. So remember that. Shalom Baraka Thumb and a Baba Ball.